running off, rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law, I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Every whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. I met her at a club.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders. We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Here we go, hey. Hey, wide shift, Mac. Elsa.
Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The Giants at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That one finds Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to curve in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 14-yard line. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole. And a loose football. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And mark him down way up close to the 30 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me that.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Terry McLaurin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Rodriguez now on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Out left to Dotson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if there's a bring in your tight end, keep him in. If your running backs have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it is 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll run here with Rodriguez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And now a run with Rodriguez. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Rodriguez. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they scored here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break off big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4.
Jump right, Patino. Jump right, Patino. Bama, Bama, Bama. Up, go.
Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An injury stoppage, and it looks like, it's the quarterback, Daniel Jones, receiving some assistance. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running left, it's Barkley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Taylor. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Barkley, inside handoff, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Here's Taylor to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards there at a Washington 1st. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rodriguez, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Howell. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Rodriguez, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 34-yard line.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. Check go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Up the middle they go. Rodriguez. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. He may go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Howell to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down now, it's Rodriguez. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Oh, Taylor going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the